Good morning. Good morning from Melbourne, Australia. Good evening to friends in North America, and hello to everyone watching on replay. My name is Nancy Hetker, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Melbourne, Australia. And today I'm going to make a card using two of the options available in Celebration, which goes on through the end of February, which is now only 2 days away, ends on Friday. So with a minimum purchase of $100 here in Australia, the amount varies depending which market you're in, you can choose a free product from a select list. And one of the products that I'm going to be using today is this yummy fruit salad designer series paper. And I've had a lot of fun playing with the fruits. But today I am going to be using one of the B-sides. Usually they are much more, they coordinate, but they're much less heavy on the theming. That is an exception right there. But you can see everything else is much more of a neutral type of pattern. That's an exception as well. That one is neutral, but it is actually kind of watermelon. There's the inside and there's the outside of the watermelon. So that's fun. Although you could use that as a neutral funky stripe. But this one is the one I'm going to use. You might have seen my card on my Facebook page today. No, sorry, not today. That was a different one. I think Friday's post is going to have some of this paper. Anyway, I like a lot of the neutral background. So if you don't have this, it's great fun for the fruits, and also it's got great neutral patterns. So let me get that out of the way. And then the other Celebration item I'm using is this Corner in Bloom set. Again, you've seen me make things with this before, I believe. I like the corner. There's also a set in the January to April catalog that is corner sentiments, and it's going to be fun to play with those. I have that coming. My order is being delivered probably tomorrow, that will have that. So I still intend to use this with that. But today I am going to pair it with one or more arches from the Everyday Arches dies. And I'm going to take a sentiment from Layering Leaves. And that's something you're going to be able to help me with, I think, is pick out exactly which sentiment. So I have a vision. Hello, Paula and Gladys. Thanks for joining me from the States. I have a vision. I have a start on some things. So I'm going to ask for some input as we go. And yeah, let's get stuck in, as they say here. I have already gone ahead and cut an arched piece. This is the third largest arch. And I chose that one because it fits this corner in bloom quite nicely. So there is that. I'm going to bring in some Memento Tuxedo Black ink. And once again, for those people who haven't been watching me for a while, what I did was I love Memento Tuxedo Black ink. Not a huge fan of the felt pad it comes on. So I purchased, this is actually an uninked pad that comes with the Craft White refill. And I chucked the refill in my stash of ink refills and inked it up with a Memento Black inker. So I now have one of our squishy foam pads with this really nice Memento Black ink. And I think it makes a nicer image, especially when you have the really bold ones. The line art comes out pretty well with the regular pad, but for bold ones, it's really nice. So there's that. And I'm going to clean that off. Also, if you're new to watching me, I am pretty fanatical about taking the time to clean and close because I've had too many accidents where I've dropped something on an open ink pad, dropped an ink pad on, or stamp, dirty stamp on my work surface and been really unhappy. So here is the piece of Designer Series paper that I think that is going to go on. So I have brought in my Granny Apple Green Stampin' Blends. And I've been trying to decide what color I want the flowers, and I'm leaning towards yellow. So I brought in the Lemon Lolly. And I may bring in some Daffodil Delight to add some darker spots too. So let's do a little bit of coloring. Hi Sarah, thanks for joining me. So this is the light Granny Apple Green, and excuse me 1 second, I close my craft room door when I come on and Noah says, hey, I don't want to be trapped in here. There you go, bud. You want out? Well, now he can't make up his mind. There he goes. Okay. Yes, there we go. Now we're going to keep doing fine tip. This is the light. I'm just going in and coloring in all these leaves. We'll add a little bit of the dark to a couple things. There's this base of the flowers on some of them anyway. Make that a little darker. And then a little bit of just a little bit there. Not sure how much you can see. And then I color in that's the light. Add some dark. Try going over it again with the light. Yeah, I don't know how much shading is actually showing up here. So what's happening with you guys? We are, it still cracks me up. I'm, what, 6.5 years in, and it still cracks me up. We are officially in the last week of summer here because March 1st is officially the start of autumn. And I will say I am noticing the days are getting shorter. We are having less direct sunshine late afternoon, early evening on our back patio, which is largely a good thing. I have lots of tomatoes, green tomatoes. I'm hoping they still get enough sun to ripen. We'll see what happens. I'm really kind of amazed at how many tomatoes are on my, particularly the cherry tomato plant, but I'll have to take some pictures and post them probably on my personal Facebook, but we'll see what happens. Okay, so there's the yellow, the lemon lolly, and the granny apple green. Yeah, I like the arch in this direction. I've enjoyed using them in all different ways, and I'm looking forward to doing still more. So, having done that, I'm bringing in sentiments, I think I told you, from Layering Leaves. So, one of them is this So Happy to Celebrate You. Oh, I know the other thing that I wanted to discuss with you guys. So there's So Happy to Celebrate You, and there's also Thinking of You. And, well, Sending Hugs, of course, is a possibility. Is it? Let me see if it fits. It does. Sending Hugs is a possibility. You need to see them all that way. Best wishes. And then the other thing I'm trying to figure out is whether I would add a couple of free-floating flowers, but I think I would do something else. Okay, now we're doing lots of weather talks, which is because I started that. So let me know what you think about sentiment choices. Here's the Thinking of You, the same way. And So Happy to Celebrate You. Yeah, I've had a couple of tomatoes that have had something eat, like the cherry tomatoes, like there have been two of them where something has eaten like half of one. I'm like, what has been doing this? I don't know. And then the rest have been fine. A couple have split, but Thinking of You, all of them are great. Yeah, Thinking of You, that can be for anything, including kind of a sympathy. So Happy to Celebrate You. Yeah, I like the shape of this one a lot and how it fills in that space. Yes, that would make a great birthday card, which, you know, I always need birthday cards. Best wishes also. Any of them. They're all great. I'm hoping this Layering Leaves continues in the next catalog, but I have a feeling. I don't know. I think I'm going to do this one. I don't do so much with this one. I like how it fills in the space. So you can see I'm just holding it for a minute to let that ink get absorbed. Clean and close. Now, get some of these out of the way. So here come a couple more questions. Here's our designer series paper that it's going to go on. Now, I'm trying to decide. I like the white card base, but could put it on Granny Apple Green card base. But I think that just makes this sort of glare. I think it's more balanced on the white. What do you think? Yep, I think so, white. Now, the next question is, do we do another arch layer behind? Either in the Lemon Lolly or the Granny Apple Green. So you can think about that for a moment. And then I've got another question. Granny Apple Green layer, I can do that. I will be right back. I will cut that. Sarah, I'm presuming that you're saying for an arch, not the card base, because you already said white for the card base. Okay. And of course, we can say no to the arch. Okay, one with, one without. Let me throw another curveball into you. I was thinking of adding another color. I was thinking of adding these little pink pearls to the flower centers. And then maybe a ribbon. Or okay, pink goes good. No ribbon. Yeah, I can be convinced the ribbon is too much, but I still kind of like the pink pearls in there, just to add a little pop of something else. Do you want to see the yellow arch? No, I don't think we need to see the yellow arch. I think we're going to do that. Okay. Oh my goodness. Nothing like trying really hard to get it straight to have it come out really crooked. Thank goodness for liquid glue. Okay, let's get some dimensionals on here. And we'll get some of these pearls going. Go 3 of those. And to let me know what you think of these. Just going to put some of these in there. Struggling. I'm just looking on my monitor at the visual. Gray pearls down at the bottom of the sentiment. Mean across here or down here? Yeah, these ones, those are not gray. These are gray. Well, I'm asking your opinion. That's why I was wondering about probably should have done like a little cluster of these flowers and put some pearls in or pearls on them. We're going to try it. We're going to go for it. I do not usually advise stamping on something that's already mounted, especially on dimensionals. That's why I was sort of feeling where things were. I like them better as a cluster than if they were just spread out. to see if there's a good way. Probably not. Okay. I'm about to really mess this up, I think. Because I am not an actual artist. Well, it's not actually that bad. I can't leave well enough alone. Nope, 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 put it away. There's the inside. And there's that. I'm going to call it there. Thank you for your input and your help. If you have any questions, you can contact me at nancy@nancysniftynotes.com. This card will be on my very next blog post, which is found at nancysniftynotes.com. And I will be back same time, same place next week. Your clocks aren't changing in North America yet. My clocks are not changing yet. We've got a couple of weeks to maintain our routine, and then we'll get into the craziness. Okay, I will see you next week. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.